It's Dose. Hey, let's get it. I got that pride in me. I got that dog in me. I got my dogs with me. You know where you can find me. I got that pride in me. I got that dog in me. I got my dogs with me. You know where you can find me. Hillside. 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 Check me out. Let's go. Look, leaving no doubt, going all in. Business and ladies keep calling. Look at my schedule, it's filled in. For the right price, we can make sense. Never been a fan of the hate. Protect myself, thanks to the maker. On the grind, call it running routes. Moving real smooth while we counting paper.
Hillside, 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 hillside. Hillside, 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 hillside. What you know about them bears? All the ops we running through. Sylvan Hills, what it do? Winning.
We got pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Welcome to the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. We got the game between the West Memphis Blue Devils and the Sylvan Hills Bears here tonight in We are going to go straight to the field for our national anthem.
And now our national anthem by the Sylvan Hills Middle School, Junior High, and High School Combined Band.
Great job by our Sylvan Hills Band performing that national anthem. Before we get into tonight's broadcast, I want to go ahead and mention some of our sponsorships that are available. I want you guys to contact Will at 501-620-9266. If you're open to inquiring about our available sponsorships, our halftime network is sponsored by the Ackles Flooring and Cabinets. Visit the 3 locations or go to AcklesCarpet1.com to visit them. But I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight for our broadcast. It's going to be a good game here tonight with the West Memphis Blue Devils and the Sylvan Hills Bears. Should be a good little 6A East matchup. Once again for the Bears, and hopefully they can get it on track this week.
Yeah, the Bears are 0-3 on the season, 0-2 in conference. And you're at a point really where you got to start putting some wins together if you hope to be in the playoffs at the end of the season, if you hope to be playing postseason football. So this is a big one for the Bears tonight. Like you said, it's a game they lost last season. West Memphis has won 6 of the last 10 meetings. I think, prior to last year, Sylvan Hills had won 3 in a row. So the Bears got to really dig in here tonight and find a way to come out with a win against a very good football team.
Absolutely. One good thing for the Bears coming into tonight's matchup is Diamond Simpson, a senior offensive lineman who's been out for the first 3 games, is going to be making an appearance for the first time all season this week. So that should add a little oomph to this Bears offensive line, who's need a little bit of help so far this season. So hopefully that might help get this offense back on track.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the offense struggled last week at Searcy. You know, I think they had less than 100 total yards. So that's obviously not what you're looking for. But any time you can get some good quality depth back on that offensive line, that helps. That can really kind of jumpstart your offense. Just anytime you can give a young quarterback some time and some protection, that really goes a long way.
And we've seen sophomore Tyler Hampton. He has the ability to make plays on the field. He just needs that time in the backfield, and I think he could really put this offense over the top. On the defensive end for the Bears, we've seen them make some pretty good stops against a great team like Benton, who looks like they might end up at the top of the 6A East this year, as they just defeated Little Rock Catholic last week. That's a huge game in the standings for the 6A East. So if the Bears can go toe-to-toe at least for the first half of that game against Benton, I think that defense for the Bears can go toe-to-toe with just about anybody in the 6A East. So it's going to be a really good game tonight, and I'm excited to get to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. You touched on it. You know, I think the defense is probably the strength of this football team, and when they're not put in bad situations, you know, when they're given long fields to defend, they've shown that they can go out and they can really hang with some of the better offenses in the conference. So really, the Bears offense has got to do what they can to stay on schedule, stay on the field, really avoid any costly turnovers in your own end, give your defense a chance to come out here and slow down this West Memphis offense, and the Bears may find themselves with a chance to win this one.
Absolutely. It's a pretty big night here in the 6A East, as we got a beautiful night for some Friday night lights here in the state of Arkansas. We've got Benton that is going to be, I'm pretty sure they are at El Dorado tonight. That's going to be a pretty big matchup in the 6A East when it comes to standings. Both of those teams are undefeated as well. Sylvan Hills has yet to find their first win here in conference play, but I know Coach Houle is on a mission to turn that around here tonight.
Yeah, you touched on that Benton El Dorado game. That's a big game after Benton, had the big win against Catholic, which you said will go a long way in deciding the 6A East this season. So Benton's got to avoid the letdown spot here against El Dorado. It's a good football team. It's a long travel for Benton. That could be a game to watch. Maybe the Wildcats with a chance for an upset there tonight. Then that same Catholic team, they're hosting Searcy tonight. That's a ball game that I feel that they should win, and a bounce-back spot from them after the tough loss on the road against Benton last week.
It really shows what your team is made of when coming off a bounce-back off of a tough loss like that. If your team can come out swinging against a good team like the Searcy Lions, who the Bears fell to last week, the Searcy Lions seem to be a pretty tough contender also in the 6A East. So Catholic has a tough game on their hands. If they can come away with a win here tonight for Catholic, that could bode well for them in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be a huge win for that Searcy team, and that's a team who was in, playing for state titles not too long ago. So, you look for them to eventually get back on the right track, get back to their winning ways for the Searcy Lions. Other games in our 6A East Conference, you got Greene County Tech at Marion tonight. I think Marion wins that one by several touchdowns. Marion probably wins going away. Marion's got a good football team again this year. They're off to a 3-0 start. And Greene County Tech does have a win. They're 1-2 on the year, but again, I look for Marion to roll in that one.
I agree. Marion has really got some tough people on the line. They got some big old dudes there on the defense and offensive line, so they're going to be a tough team once the Bears have to face them here in a few weeks. I believe it's in a few weeks. It should be a good matchup as well. Let's talk about the game of the week, though. That's going to be between Pulaski Academy and Little Rock Christian. That's going to be probably the best game of the week so far. That's the game of the week on most people's radar. That's going to be a shootout, and it's going to be an exciting one. We'll give you guys updates on all these games there during the Akel's Carpet One halftime show. We'll make sure to update you on some scores going on throughout the 6A conference and give a recap of the first half of the ball game with the Bears and the Blue Devils.
Yeah, that ought to be a big game tonight they're at Little Rock Christian. Pulaski Academy, they're 3-0 on the year, defending state champions, all the accolades for the Pulaski Academy Bruins. But on the other side, you have the highly touted recruit in Walker White. He's a great quarterback for the Little Rock Christian Warriors. That ought to be a great football game. The Little Rock Christian, they are 3-1 on the season. They had a loss, I believe, in week 1 to Shiloh Christian in Northwest Arkansas. So, the Wildcats, they are 3-1 on the year. That ought to be a great football game tonight between the Bruins of Pulaski Academy and Little Rock Christian.
Absolutely. Going back to our game here tonight, though, between the Blue Devils and the Bears, the Blue Devils, I don't think they have as potent of an offense as they did last season. Last season, they were pretty high-flying and fought to try to win that 6A East. Ended up falling short as Catholic was the overall winner of 6A East last year. This year, I don't know if they're the same team as they were last year, but they still have a very good squad, and they are hoping to get a win here after a long travel day for them as they came all the way from West Memphis. That's a good drive for that team.
Yeah, pretty good drive. You may see some lingering effects of that here early. Maybe the legs aren't quite woken up. That's a good opportunity for the Bears to maybe get out here, jump out to an early lead, and get some confidence on your sideline, get some momentum going your direction.
There's an old saying, I've heard it numerous times, is defense travels well, offense doesn't. So maybe this might be a good time for the Bears to maybe defer on this coin toss, put the defense out there on the field first, get some momentum on their side, and maybe force a quick turnover or something of that nature, and could really get some momentum for the Bears.
Yeah, definitely. Never know what can happen. You just got to go out here, got to play hard, see what you can do, and keep this game close, and see what happens in the fourth quarter.
Let's go ahead. We're about to tune in to our coin toss here as the team captains for the Bears are going to be number 54, Keyshawn Jones, and number 44, A.J. Diaz. Both seniors for the Bears team. So I'm going to have these team captains come out. Like I said, I'd like to see the Bears maybe defer to start this ball game off and get that defense on the field and try to get some momentum.
Captains for the West Memphis Blue Devils going to be number 1, Jalen Merritt, and number 4, Keontae Hampton.
I'm excited to see what Coach Hoult has dialed up with this offense tonight. We've seen Tyler Hampton air it out a lot lately. I'd like to see a little bit more of that as we've seen Rivera really be a standout.
Captains of your side, take care of your side, okay? Don't make us have to step in and take care of any nonsense, okay?
Yeah, we've seen, we saw last week a little bit of a speed option. They look pretty good running that. I would like to see more of that.
What did he call? Mr. Jones, what did he call? Tails is the call.
And can get way to get your athletes in space. Here's the coin toss.
You want to defer your option. You want to receive. Put your back to the clock. Put your back to this end zone.
Sylvan Hills won the toss, and they have deferred.
Sylvan Hills has won the toss.
West Memphis is going to receive the opening kick.
I feel like that was a good choice by Coach Hoult to send his team out there to defer. Get that defense like that we said is really the backbone of this Bears team on the field first and get some momentum on their side to start the ball game.
Yeah, definitely like the decision to put your defense out there first. Gives you a chance to come out and get a stop and really get the crowd into the game, get your sideline into the game.
And here come the Bears as they are about to come out of the tunnel. Here comes the Blue Devils first. Blue Devils taking the sideline as they traveled pretty well for such a long drive from West Memphis. Have a decent amount of fans here in the crowd.
Yeah, great crowd on hand for tonight's contest. Great atmosphere here at Bill Blackwood Field. This ought to be a great football game tonight. We're excited to be able to bring it to you live and in color.
And here come the Bears with a firework explosion to come onto this field and really take this crowd by storm. It's going to be an exciting ball game, and what a way to kick it off.
Man, the pyrotechnics, the band, the smoke, what a scene it is.
You know, I think me and you are both on the same page with this. I'm sure as well as a lot of the viewers out there. This weather has kind of been outstanding here over the past week or two. And finally out of those 100-degree days. It's got a real nice cool breeze going on here tonight. And I've seen some of the leaves changing, and that's how you know it is football season. And there's nowhere I'd rather be than right here calling this football game tonight.
Yeah, we're absolutely into football weather now. Nice crisp evening here in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Excited to get this game underway as the Bears kicking team is going to take the field.
For the return for the Blue Devils, it's going to be number 15, Buchanan. And then for the kick for the Bears, it's going to be number 50, Logan King. Oh, onside kick, quick onside kick, and it looks like the Bears are going to recover it. And they do to start this ball game off with a bang. They go ahead and go with the onside kick to take the Blue Devils by surprise.
Yeah, what a call right there. What a way to start the ball game. We're in here in the booth talking about putting your defense on first. Coach Huell says not so fast. And what a call to open the game with the onside kick. Executed to perfection there as they do the jailbreak out of the huddle. Now we'll see what the offense can do with great field position to start their first drive.
They took the Blue Devils by surprise, and they also took me by surprise. I was not expecting that whatsoever. And now we have Tyler Hampton with the snap. Hands it off to Malachi Sherwin, who gets it all the way up to the 35-yard line. It's going to be close to the first down marker, but he's going to be about 2 yards short, and that's going to bring up second down.
Ball did come out at the end of that one. I think they're going to rule him down. The Bears recovered it anyway.
Oh, they are going to give him a first down on that one.
What a great run right there by Malachi Sherwin. Nice and patient, picked it apart and found his hole. The Bears are off and rolling in this one, ripping off 11 yards on the first play of the game.
I formation for the Bears. Little motion in the backfield from the tight end and the up back. Hands it off to the fullback up the middle. He gets about 5 yards on that play. Nice little fullback run right there by the Bears, and that's going to get him a decent amount of yardage on first down.
Yeah, nice 4-yard pickup, handing it to the first man through. Offensive line is doing a nice job early, really resetting that line of scrimmage 2-3 yards down the field, getting a good push here to open this game up.
That was sophomore Zayden Woodard with the fullback dive. Tyler Hampton throws it over there to the left side for a wide receiver screen. Pass is complete, and they're going to go forward for about 4 yards there. And that's going to give them a first down. So now the Bears with another set of downs, and the Bears are rolling here early to get the ball game started.
Yeah, off to a great start offensively. Everything's crisp, everything's in time and in rhythm. Looking good to start this one off.
Hampton.
I thought the defense jumped there. I guess he didn't break the neutral zone, so no call.
Hampton, high snap, gets it out to Sherwin, just barely gets it out to Sherwin, and he's going to pick it up and get a decent amount of yards right there.
Man, that one worked out for Hampton, but I think that's one his coach will probably tell him not to do again. I thought that was going the other way for sure. It somehow sneaks through the defense there and gets to his intended target, Malachi Sherwin, and they turn it into a nice gain, but man, that one had me hold my breath up here.
I think that was supposed to be a pitch on the left side. It ended up turning into a shovel pass to the left because the rush was so great right there. Somehow he came away with a good 8 yards there to bring up second down for the Bears. Hampton rolling out to his right side, looking for Rivera, and he gets him right there at the edge, and he's going to have a first down after a gain of 5 yards. Nice catch right there by Isaiah Rivera.
What a throw right here from Tyler Hampton, rolling out. And originally when he gets out of the pocket and looks downfield, Rivera's not quite open, but Hampton doesn't panic, just kind of leads him a little more to the sideline, delivers a nice ball. Rivera does a good job bringing that one in, bring up a first down for the Bears.
Hampton puts a man in motion, and it's going to be a false start. That's not what you want to see if you're Coach Houle after you have such a great offensive start here. You know, penalties like that can really kill a drive. So the Bears are going to have a little adversity here early in the ball game, but now they're going to be set up with a 1st and 15.
Yeah, I mean, if there is a good thing about it, it is first down. So you have 3 downs to get the 15 yards here, but you're right, penalties like that can be a drive killer. We'll see this Bears offense can, kind of play off some of this confidence they built early in this drive and finish this one off and get in the end zone.
And it's going to be a timeout by the Bears. Looked like Tyler Hampton was the one who called the timeout. It seemed like he was a little bit confused, and they want to talk it over. But talk about a start here for the Bears, really moving the ball and speeding up the pace of play. This is about as fast as we've seen them play all season, I believe. Very no huddle, picking up the pace, and it's working so far for them here tonight.
Yeah, it took a while getting that play in there. I think Hampton looked up and didn't think he'd have enough time to get it off, so he calls the timeout to avoid another penalty. But, again, that's not really, it's tough to see right there after the great start to this drive. You take the 5-yard false start penalty, and then you have to burn a timeout before you run the next play. But let's hope that timeout, they're able to settle everybody down, get it back together here, and just execute your offense and finish off this drive.
All right. After the timeout, Bears come out in a shotgun formation, 2 backs behind Hampton. Hampton's walking up to the line to make a call, it looks like. 2 wide receivers to the far side, and he puts Rivera in motion to the other side. And it's going to be a false start as the Bears are going to push back once again another 5 yards.
Penalty was a false start against the Bears. That'll cost them another 8. And bring up 1st and 20.
Seems like that play might have been a little complicated there. Lots of motion and
yeah, seemed like the center was just a little late snapping the ball. You see Hampton called for it. Everybody moved, and the center was just a half-second late snapping the ball. Tough break. Bears put themselves in a tough spot, 1st and 20.
Takes the snap. Hampton gets it out to the right side. That was Billings who tried to jump up high to make that catch, but it bounces off his hands and falls incomplete and brings up 2nd and long for the Bears.
Yeah, that's when Hampton's just got to slow down a little bit, get a good grip on the football, deliver a nice throw.
Under center is Hampton in the I formation. He's going to pitch it out to Sherwin. Sherwin's going to break a tackle in the backfield, and he's going to get all the way up to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Bears as they take an early lead here to start the night off with a bang.
What a run right there from Malachi Sherwin. Down here to the short side of the field, just a little power toss here. Good lead block by the fullback, and Sherwin skirts right up the sideline for tonight's first touchdown. It's going to put the Bears up 6-0 here. You see the swinging gate on the PAT.
It's going to be number 60, Alex Bowman, on to attempt this PAT. Snap is away. Kick is up, and it is good as the Bears lead it 7-0 just with 8:43 left to go in this first quarter. Great job by the Bears to eat some clock and really get the momentum all on their side to start this ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit them with the onside kick. You execute it to perfection, and then really you have a flawless drive outside of the 2 penalties. You put together, the flawless drive there to put that ball in the end zone. I mean, really looks like a night and day team from what we've seen early on in this season compared to what we just saw on that last drive.
And what more can you say about Malachi Sherwin? We were saying it in week 1 and saying it last week as well, as he is a special, special running back. He can really make a lot of things happen for this Bears team. And like he showed it right there, that one broken tackle, and he was off to the races, and nobody was going to catch him right there. This time the Bears spread out for what looks like it's going to be a normal kick. Alex Bowman on for the kickoff team for the Bears. Bowman. Another, looks like a squib. It might have been an onside. Either way, turned more into a squib, and the Blue Devils are going to fall down on it at about the 36-yard line. And the Blue Devils are going to have their first shot at offense here tonight.
Yeah, a little squib kick there, I think, just trying to keep it out of the playmaker's hands back deep. It is going to set up West Memphis with pretty good field position here. They're going to take over, let's see, on their own 38-yard line.
How about a shout-out to, in the chat there, Gavin Tyner, former quarterback for the Sylvan Hills Bears last season. Love to see you in the chat, and I believe he's going to be on one of our broadcasts for the El Dorado game. To the left side, quick pass out to the left side from the Blue Devils, and he's going to be brought down quickly. And that was a pass for no gain there for the Blue Devils.
I couldn't see who got there first, but really a gang tackle right there by the Bears. Good pursuit on that one. You had all 11 hats running to the football. That's really how you stop those screens. Those screens and quick bubble screens like that is really just flying to the football and taking away any cutback lanes.
Keelan Mills hands it off in the backfield, and they're going to be stuffed. Nowhere to go as the Bears are all over it.
Number 54, Keyshawn Jones, just eating them up here inside on that play.
Stop was made by number 33, Chris Davis for the Bears. A loss of the yard on the play, so that will bring up 3rd and 11.
There's also number 9, Justin Brown on the tackle. 22, Jabanowski in on there.
So we have Mills in the shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the far side. He's looking to his left, looks back to his right. Now he's going to take off with it. And he's going to get all the way to the far side of the field, all the way up to the 40-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds and tackled. And a flag comes out for a late hit. That's unfortunate for the Bears, as I don't think it was intentional, but his momentum carried him into Mills, and it did not look good, and it drew the flag from the official.
Yeah, just kind of kept riding him out of bounds here. Got to be smarter than that and learn to let up there. But the play there for the Devils is pretty simple. You just run 4 goes. You have an athletic quarterback, nothing deep to throw the ball to. He just brings it down, and after the defense has run off, he's tough to bring down in space.
Mills was the starting quarterback for the Blue Devils last season as well. Last season he showed that he had some legs on him that could really make some noise outside of the pocket, and he shows it right there once again. The Bears are going to have to do a good job of keeping contain of Mills, as the secondary for the Bears looks very good so far here tonight. Mills throws it over the middle, and it's complete right at about the 4-yard line. That was a dart right there from Mills, and that's going to give the Blue Devils a first down.
Yeah, just out of reach of the Bears defender there. I thought he actually might have got a hand on it. Nonetheless, they completed it. They're going to be set up 1st and goal from the 3. Looks like they're going to sneak it.
Mills leans forward after a QB sneak. See if he gets in. And he did. He gets in for the touchdown as they run the also popular QB sneak, except for the Razorbacks. And that's going to bring the Blue Devils within 1. No, I know a few coaches up in Northwest Arkansas that should really take notes on that play. PAT is up, and it is no good, and so the Bears are going to hold on to a 1-point lead here with 6:55 left to go in this first quarter. It's 7-6 Bears.
Yeah, so looking back on that drive defensively for the Bears, you had them in a 3rd and long, and you really had them stopped. But the defensive line allowed the quarterback to break contain, and there was just no one over there on the right side to bring him down. He picks up a big gain on 3rd and long. and then completes a little pass over the middle to set them up 1st and goal. Just really got to get off the field when you get those 3rd and long opportunities as a defense. That's going to be very, very important for the Bears tonight to keep contained, especially on those 3rd and long, 4th and long situations.
Back to receive this kick for the Bears is going to be number 8, Isaiah Rivera. Kick is away, and it's going to be Rivera who gets under it. He's going to take it up the middle of the field, try to break it outside. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to keep going all the way to the outside. Finally gets taken down at about the 31-yard line. That was a great job by Rivera to get the Bears some decent field position to start off their 2nd offensive drive of the night.
Yeah, great return there. Just tough running from Rivera. Just refused to go down and turned that into a pretty nice return for the Bears. Kind of got slung backwards there. We'll see where they spot the ball. Looks like they're going to give him about the 31-yard line. Although I think his forward progress should have been closer to about the 35. But nonetheless, we're going to play on here from the 31, 1st and 10. We'll see if this offense can build off the momentum from the first drive and build on this 1-point lead.
I formation for the Bears. Hampton takes the snap, hands it off to Sherwin. Sherwin takes it up the middle for a gain of about 1 right there. That was some tough running, and the Blue Devils were all over it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, the Blue Devils got vertical penetration inside here, and were able to, hit Malachi before he could really get going on that play. And they bring him down for a short gain. The Bears off schedule here, 2nd and long.
Shotgun formation for the Bears. 2 receivers to the close side. Motion by the upback. Hampton takes the snap, pitches it to Sherwin on the left side. Sherwin is going to be tackled in the backfield as he was met very quickly. And so that's going to be a loss of 1 yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, the defensive backs for West Memphis have played this run a lot more aggressive here on these first 2 plays on this drive compared to what they were earlier. May open up some opportunities later in the game to throw the ball down the field. But for now, the Bears they're looking at a 3rd and long here. This would be an important 10 yards to pick up if you're able to keep this drive going after your defense just gave up the touchdown.
Hampton rolling to his right side. Try to get it out to number 16, Jaden Noble. Noble couldn't make the catch. And that's going to result into a 4th down for the Bears, and they're going to send on the pony unit.
Yeah, pass just a little high right there. 16 got his hands on it, but wasn't able to bring it down. It's a pretty nice play defensively right there by number 8 for the West Memphis Blue Devils, as he was beat on the play, but he closes nice on the football and was able to separate the receiver from the ball. And we're going to have a penalty here. Let's see what the call is.
Might be too many men on the field. Illegal substitution by the Blue Devils, and so that's going to move them up another 5 yards.
The Blue Devils had 12 men on the field on that one.
It looked like a lot of white jerseys out there. That was just a quick guess by me.
It's not going to change the thinking for Coach Huell at all, as the
Tyler
Bears will punt
Scott
it away.
Punts it away, goes all the way up to the 31-yard line, and that's where the Blue Devils are going to take over on offense. So the Bears got the Blue Devils in an early 3rd down situation, and then Keelan Mills scrambled out of the pocket and managed to get them a 1st down. So the Bears can get a quick stop, get a quick 3 and out here, and get the momentum back on their side. Out to the left side. He's going to get all the way up to about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Josiah Rainey does a good job at recognizing this play. He attacks it early, but takes a little bit of a bowed route there, doesn't take the direct route, and he's able to get blocked, and the receiver was able to avoid his tackle and pick up the first down.
Mills takes a snap, keeps it himself, and he's going to take it on the right side, and he's going to have a lot of room on that side all the way up to about the 15-yard line before he gets shoved out of bounds. Keelan Mills showing off his speed as he just took off and didn't look back and gets a huge gain for the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils going quick here after the big gain.
Mills fakes the snap count, looks to the left side for another call from their coaching staff. Quick throw out to the left side, wide receiver screen, and he's going to get it all the way up to the 5-yard line, and he gets taken down at about the 3. And so now it's going to be 1st and goal for the Blue Devils. Once again, looks like a QB sneak formation, and pushing it in is Mills. I don't think he got there. No signal yet, and he is short. He was short, so now it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Blue Devils.
It's like there's a penalty on the play.
Sideline warning on West Memphis.
I thought the first one was just a warning, but we're going to mark off some yardage here.
They must have warned him without throwing the penalty flag earlier. And first and goal from the 7-yard line. Mills in the shotgun formation, hands it off up the middle, breaks a tackle in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down by number 9, Justin Brown, the senior. And that's going to bring up 2nd and goal now for the Blue Devils.
A nice tackle right there. Looked like he was going to get away, but Justin Brown was able to hang on and bring him down.
Mills takes a snap, hands it off up the middle again. This time he's met by a whole host of defenders. He's going to gain about a yard, and now it's going to be third and short for the Blue Devils. And if I was going to guess, they're going to try to run that QB sneak once again.
Let's see if this Bears defense can bow their neck one more time here.
Mills trying to fall in. Whistle blown quickly. See what the officials. False start on the defensive encroachment. So now it's going to be 3rd down and about a half a yard till they get to that end zone, and the Blue Devils are going to run the same play once again. Mills trying his best to fall forward here, and they're going to give him the touchdown, and that's going to give the Blue Devils the lead, 12-7.
Yeah, just a tough play to stop. They got a big offensive line, a big quarterback. All you have to do is fall forward in that situation. Bears got to do a better job of containing the quarterback run, as he's been a real weapon here early in this football game.
So the Blue Devils are going to go for 2 here as Mills fakes a handoff, rolls to his left side, and he barely gets the pass away while he's falling down, and it's complete for the 2-point conversion. And so the Blue Devils lead at 14-7 over the Bears with 3:41 left to go in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, nice play really right there from Mills, rolling out to his left. And yeah, falling down, just floats it up over the defense and gets it to his fullback for the 2-point conversion.
Back deep for the Bears to return this kickoff is going to be number 1, Joseph Thompson, number 8, Isaiah Rivera. want to thank everybody for tuning into our broadcast here tonight. We really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button here on the Sylvan Hill Sports Network YouTube page, we'd all appreciate it here at the Sylvan Hill Sports Network. Blue Devils back to kick. Kick is away. It's going to be a short squib kick. Looks like they wanted to keep it away from Isaiah Rivera, but it's going to roll out of bounds, and the Bears are going to have great starting field position now.
Yeah, what a break right there for the Bears. Going to get the ball at the 35-yard line here. Sets you up nice for a very important drive as West Memphis has scored on back-to-back drives.
You really need an answer from this Bears offense.
Yeah, 14 unanswered from the Blue Devils. Really need to put something together here to give your defense at least a breather over there on the sideline.
Hampton puts a man in motion. And it's going to be, looks like a false start. False start on the Bears, and that's going to push them back 5 yards, and now it's going to be 1st and 15 on this very important offensive drive. Billings in motion. Hampton looking to the left side, gets it over the middle to Rivera, who makes a great catch. And that's going to be a gain of about 10 yards, and the ball's going to be sent at about the 41.
What a catch right there from Rivera in traffic. Takes a hit, but is able to hang on to that one.
So that was a great pass right there from Hampton to really dart that one into the hands of Rivera. I formation. Hampton pitches it to Sherwin on the left side. Sherwin's going to cut it up the middle, gets all the way up to the 40. He's off to the races, up to the 30, and he's finally going to get shoved out of bounds after a huge gain for the Bears.
Into the canopy tent over there. Hope everybody's okay. Looks like they are. Man, another nice run from Sherwin. A great hole opened up by that Bears offensive line. And you see the speed there from Sherwin. Anytime he gets some space, man, he can turn it into a big gain.
He's a home run hitter, and sometimes, you know, if you're on the Blue Devil sideline, you're holding your breath anytime he touches the ball, as he's already shown his skills off here tonight. Hampton, shotgun formation, puts Billings in motion. Takes the snap, and it's going to be a false start.
There is polyester on the Ponderosa. Looks like that penalty is a false start against the Bears.
Yeah, false start. That's third false start of the night for the Bears. It's just tough to keep converting on offense when you're starting 1st and 15.
I'm curious, are they calling that on Sherwin when he's leaning? He's leaning forward and he's about to take a step. I didn't see any movement on the offensive line, so I'm guessing that's the only person they could be calling it on. They had 2 people in motion. I formation. Bears pitch it to Sherwin again, left side. This time it gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and now it's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Bears. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play.
Yeah, trying that power sweep again to the short side of the field. Blue Devils were wise to it this time.
So 2 wide receivers out wide. I formation for the Bears. This time they fake the pitch to the right side. He's going to try to go for Rivera going deep, and that was a great job by the Blue Devil secondary to break that pass up.
Yeah, very well covered. They try and fake that same sweep play. But the Blue Devils safeties do not bite on that one. They're in great position. They really have this play double covered.
That was just a good call by the defensive coordinator for the Blue Devils, as they were set up perfectly to knock that pass away. So 3rd and 15 for the Bears. Ball at the 30-yard line. And it's going to be a false start on the Bears, and that's going to push them back to 3rd and 20.
Yeah, you just can't have that. Again, just looks like Hampton called for the snap and didn't get it. So everybody moves but the ball. Just
three receivers to the far side. Hampton in the shotgun formation puts a man in motion, and a flag comes out. A flag comes out again and I'm not sure what this one's.
It's going to be an illegal shift against the Bears.
Fourth and 20 now for the Bears. Ball at the 37-yard line.
4th and 20, and they're going to go for it here, just kind of in no man's land.
Empty set for the Bears, and quick wide receiver screen out to the left side, and it's going to be read perfectly by the Blue Devils. And just like that, it's a turnover on downs, and the Blue Devils are going to take over on offense.
Yeah, I know you're, on the opponent's 38-yard line there, but you got 20 yards to pick up. Even if it was completed, he wasn't going anywhere. I think you got to punt that football away or give yourself a chance and throw it down the field. Either way, the Blue Devils are going to take over 1st and 10 from, about their 37-yard line.
Mills in the shotgun formation. Three receivers to our side. Puts a man in motion. It's going to be a wide receiver screen, and this time the Bears are all over it. Great hit in the backfield, and that's a tackle for loss for the Bears.
Yeah, again, number 9, Justin Brown, gets a great read on this play. Comes down the hill hard and makes the tackle in the backfield, setting up a 2nd and long here.
Mills takes the snap, looking to the left side. He's going to pass it away, and it's almost picked off by number 9, Justin Brown for the Bears, and it's just in and out of his hands. That is unfortunate, as the Bears really missed a chance right there to get some momentum on their side.
Oh, man, it looked like Justin Brown was the intended receiver on that one, just right into his hands. Just a little too perfect for him, I'm afraid. Man, that's tough. You gotta really get off the field here, dig in on 3rd and long.
Mills looking, and he's just going to take off immediately. I don't think he even tried to look downfield, and he's going to get taken down, and that's going to bring up 4th down, though, for the Blue Devils. Great job by the Bears to hold on and force a 3 and out here.
Yeah, great job right there by the Bears defense. They get a little pressure, force Mills out of the pocket. I think it was Jabanowski with the pressure up the middle. Finally, they're able to bring him down. A combination, number 24, Malachi Summons. See Malachi Summons and Chris Davis on the tackle.
If I'm the Bears defense, I would be looking for a scramble every single time on a 3rd and long like that, because I'm pretty sure that's what Mills wants to do every single time. Punt is away. And it's going to hit at about the 35-yard line and take a good Blue Devils bounce, get all the way up to the 25, and that's where the Bears are going to take over. Bears showed some life in their last offensive drive and was just stunned by back-to-back penalties. And let's see if they can't clean this up here on this drive and try to get some points on the board. 45 seconds left to go in this first quarter of play. Bears are down by a touchdown.
Yeah, you saw last drive, another big run from Sherwin, but immediately after, just the pre-snap penalties started to come back to bite them. Really got to clean those up. Maybe if you have to simplify things and stop with the pre-snap motion, whatever you have to do to eliminate those cheap penalties.
Fullback dive up the middle is going to get him about 2 yards there.
Good hard run there. He's still fighting for yards.
Officials running in to break up a little word dispute between the two teams. That was number 43. Number 43, Zayden Woodard, on the fullback dive. And I believe the Bears are going to be content with letting the clock run down on this first quarter of play. And they do let this clock run out, as that's going to be the end of our first quarter of play. Blue Devils lead at 14-7. We got a good ball game on our hands. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, it'll be time for our second quarter here on the Sylvan Hill Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Welcome back to the Sylvan Hill Sports Network. Blue Devils lead at 14-7, and it's time for our second quarter of action. Hampton in the backfield. He's going to roll out to his right side, and he gets the pass away, and it's completed.
No, they dropped it.
Oh, they did drop it? It's hard to tell all the way on this side of the field. So 3rd and 7 now for the Bears. Hampton takes the snap. He's rolling to his right side. Gets the ball away to Billings. Billings catches it. And
Great
that
throw.
looks like it's enough for the first down. First down, Bears. Nice pitch and catch right there from Hampton to Billings.
Yeah, this is a great throw, just right on the money. Billings makes a good secure catch over there on the sideline. Make sure he gets both feet in bounds. That's a nice, easy, safe throw. I like that play call there from the Bears offense. And again, great execution by Hampton.
Anytime you can convert on a 3rd and long like that, it really gets your offense a little bit of a boost. This time, quick pass out to the left side to Rivera. Rivera is hit hard on the close side of the field. As Rivera pops right back up, but he was hit pretty hard right there as he was left out in the open.
Yeah, I think Rivera's got to get a little more depth here on his bubble. He's gains 2 or 3 yards downfield here before he actually makes this catch. And you're just closing that distance between you and the defensive back. You need to really catch that ball probably 2 or 3 yards deep in the backfield and give yourself a chance to make a move.
Possibly come back to the pass to get the ball a little bit quicker. The ball's on the ground, and looks like the Blue Devils are going to fall on it. Let's see what the call is.
They're saying
Bears are going to keep possession. And so now it's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Bears.
Yeah, Hampton kind of tried to swim that ball over a defender. You got to keep that ball tight to your body when you're moving around in the pocket like that. The Bears narrowly avoid disaster there. Going to give themselves a 3rd and long, though.
Hampton takes the snap, looks to the right side, almost aired it out. This time he's going to get it in close. Nice safe pass, and he's going to get a gain of about 6 yards, but that's still going to bring up 4th down for the Bears. And looks like they're going to send out the punting formation.
Yeah, you know, you don't convert the 3rd and long, but, you know, Hampton made the right decision there. There was nothing downfield. He hits his check down, delivered a nice pass, and give your punter a chance here to flip the field and give your defense a chance to come make a play for you.
Credit to the Blue Devils. They haven't really gotten too much pressure on Hampton so far here tonight, and that the one pressure they do get, it forces a sack, and that's what resulted in this 4th down. As the punt's away, and it's going to roll all the way to about the 41. That's going to put the Blue Devils in great field position here with 10:43 left to go in this second quarter of play as they lead at 14-7.
Yeah, not a great punt there as that one lands at the 50. It does take a Sylvan Hills roll, but the Bears are only going to net about 20, 30 yards on that.
Mills, shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the close side of the field. Mills takes a snap, looking to his left side. He's going to take off. Looks like he's going to try to scramble it out on his own, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Number 7, Mills on the quarterback scramble for the Blue Devils.
That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Forced out by number 22, Riley Tabernowski for the Bears.
Yeah, Mills doesn't give it long. If he doesn't have much downfield, he's going to bring the ball down pretty quick and look to run.
That was a great job by the Bears, though, to limit the amount of yards gained right there. It was only about a 2-yard gain, so 2nd and 8 now. Mills looks to the right side, and it's complete. And that's going to give the Blue Devils a 1st down on the other side of the field at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, this one just out of the reach of Bears defender Malachi Summons. You know, young guy there. That's something he'll learn, though. He'll start to see that receiver coming and get his head around a little quicker for that football. It's a good pitch and catch right there by the Blue Devils.
Mills takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Bears are going to meet him at about the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward for a gain of about 2. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Blue Devils. Number 24 again, Malachi Summons with the tackle. Only a sophomore Summons, and he's been showing a lot of quickness and great tackling ability so far here on the season. It's going to be exciting to watch him for the next 2 years as he can only get better from here. Mills takes a snap, looking deep. He's going to take off once again. Bears are all over it, though, and Malachi Summons makes the tackle at the sideline. That's going to be a loss of about a yard or 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, number 38, Pierre Grimes, does a good job on a blitz here. Is able to get to him, flush him out of the pocket, and Malachi Summons brings him down. Big 3rd down here for a chance to get off the field.
Mills takes a snap, looking to the left side, gets it out, and it's going to fall incomplete as the pass was short, and that's going to be a nice stop right there by the Bears to force a 4th down.
Yeah, looks like the Blue Devils are going to go for this, though, here on your opponent's side of the field. So you got 9 yards to gain. Probably a definite go situation here. See if they actually do snap it.
If you're the Bears, you got to make sure you keep contained on Mills, as he has a tendency to take off, and he's going to roll to his left side. And he gets the pass away, and it's caught. It's caught just in first down territory, and that's going to give the Blue Devils a first down. Unfortunate for the Bears.
Yeah, again, he allowed Mills to break contain there. He's able to extend that play and deliver a nice ball for a first down.
When you have a mobile quarterback like that, it really puts a lot of pressure on the secondary, because if he can extend the play, it's hard to keep coverage like that for a long period of time.
Yeah, you're asking a lot on the back end of your defense if you allow the quarterback to run around in the backfield like that. The defensive line got to do a better job of keeping him in the pocket. You know, if he sits back there and throws for 500 yards, you'll live with that. But you just can't allow him to run all over the field out here.
Mills hands it off up the middle, and he's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure who made the first hit.
I think it was number 54, Keyshawn Jones, making his presence felt here tonight. I believe number 38, Pierre Grimes, was in on that one again as well. And Kanye Williams, number 11, host of Bears in the backfield on that one.
Second and 11 now. Mills takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He's going to be hit right at about the line of scrimmage. He's going to get about a yard of forward progress. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, the Bears' defensive line has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down of shutting down that running game, really putting the Blue Devils in some long, 3rd and long situations. Just got to do a good job of keeping them in the pocket here.
Mills pass over the middle, and it's going to go off the hands of a Bears secondary defender, and it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Now it's 4th and 8.
Yeah, it looked like the Bears had another chance at a turnover there, and they're not able to bring it down. See if they can hold tough here on this 4th down, as the Blue Devils are going to go for it again.
Mills takes a snap, looking deep. He's going to take off with his legs, and he does. He takes off, and there's a flag that came out by the white hat in the backfield, and that's usually holding. So the Bears might catch a break here, as that's going to push them back 15 yards, or 10 yards, my mistake.
Yeah, they're holding number 11, Kanye Williams, here. He was doing his best to keep Mills in the pocket, but hey, it's hard to do when the other team isn't playing by the rules. So they're going to back up the Blue Devils here 10 yards. It's going to bring up 4th and about 18. We'll see if that changes the thinking here for the West Memphis coaching staff, and it will. They're going to send on the punting unit here. Now, if you're the Bears return team, you got to make sure you don't hit the kicker here. And yeah, the Bears are going to keep their defense on the field. No returner.
Punt was almost blocked by the Bears, but it's going to hit down at the 10-yard line and roll into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears are going to start off at the 20-yard line with 7 minutes left to go in this second quarter of play. Blue Devils lead at 14-7.
Yeah, nice job right there by the defense to get off the field. You get the stop on 3rd down and the penalty on 4th down to help you out, but nonetheless, that was a good job of them. Once they got in their own side of the field, tighten things up, and get the ball back to their offense down 1 score here with 7 minutes to go in this first half.
Another big possession here for the Bears as they want to look to try to get some points on the board to either tie it up or shorten this lead. In motion, and that's going to be a false start on the Bears as the false starts have been plaguing this offense all night long.
Yeah, not sure what the issue is there. Again, it looked like the same thing. Hampton called for the snap and just didn't get it.
That's something that we got to hope maybe at halftime they can get figured out. And
there, little extracurricular activities going on there. I think that's a good acting job by the West Memphis defenders. He a little bit of a flop, I think, but nonetheless, the Bears are going to be in 1st and 20, backed up on their own 10-yard line. Just not a spot you want to be in.
Hampton takes the snap, hands it off up the middle of Sherwin. Sherwin has a little bit of room, and he knocks over the official as he made a man miss, but runs into the official as he's falling down.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay. That didn't look good, right at the knees. Falls flat back on his head, but he gets up, pops right back up. We're ready to go.
It's a good gain, though, to try to shorten the distance there to the first down marker. Sherwin again gets the handoff up the middle. He's going to fall forward for about a 3-yard gain, and now it's going to be about third and 10. Back to where they originally started. See what the Bears have drawn up to try to get this first down.
Third and 10.
2 receivers to the far side. Rivera in close. And it's going to be a false start.
Yeah, this one, the slot receiver moved over here. Looked like Rivera.
Back to Bears up a nickel. And they'll bring up 3rd and 15.
And false start once again pushes them back.
There's a marker.
Takes the snap. And it's going to be a fumble into the end zone. Not sure who's going to come up with it. It's going to be a touchdown, Blue Devils, as the strip sack turns into points for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Hampton's trying to argue that ball. His arm was moving forward. But that's not going to matter. It's a touchdown for the Blue Devils. Looks like they're going to send out the offense here to go for 2. They have a 20-7 lead here now.
Takes a snap, hands it off to the right side. He's going to be in for the 2-point conversion. So the Blue Devils are going to lead at 22-7 with 5:37 left to go in this second quarter of play.
Yeah, it's a tough turn of events right there. You know, and I think as a play caller, you've got to, you know, think about your young quarterback there. Do you really want to drop him back into his own end zone and try and pick up a third and what was it, 20? You know, I think that's, you know, a tough play call there for Hampton, and I think that's one maybe you just got to take your loss, live to fight another down, maybe, you know, run that play, just give a little room for your punter and punt the football away, but instead we turn the ball over, they recover it in the end zone for a touchdown, and now you're down 2 scores.
Joseph Thompson and Isaiah Rivera back to receive this kickoff for the Bears. Kick is away, and it's going to fall to the ground into the hands of Rivera. Rivera's going to cut it upfield out, and he's going to get all the way up to about the 36-yard line and put this Bears offense in decent field position.
Yeah, we've got to do what we can to come up and catch that ball on the fly. Looked like Rivera was expecting one of the upbacks to come back for it. But Rivera's got to know that he's got to be the one to come up and make that catch. But the Bears are able to avoid disaster. When Rivera did pick it up, he turned it into a pretty nice return. Going to set up the Bears on their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll see if the Bears offense can bounce back after, you know, what was a bit of a disastrous end to the last drive.
I formation for the Bears. Hampton under center. Takes the snap, pitches it to the right side to Sherwin. Sherwin's going to cut it upfield, and he's going to get all the way up to about almost gets to the 45-yard line. So he's going to be close to a first down, but it's going to be second down and about half a yard for the Bears. I formation once again for the Bears. Hampton takes a snap, pitches it to Sherwin again on the right side. Penalty flag comes flying right after the snap, though.
Ball carrier was number 21, Malachi Sherwin on the bench for the Bears. That was made by number 30, Le'Veon Dancy for Blue Devils. There is Rayon on the range.
Going to wave that penalty flag off. Not sure what it was for originally, but
it's
they're going to pick it up regardless.
The result of the play, the Bears will have a 1st and 10 with the ball spotted at their own 46.
They haven't moved the chains on this side.
Yeah, here we go. Man, don't tell Shane Beamer.
Not sure what they wanted to wait for the chain crew to get set, and now here we go as Hampton in the shotgun formation. Hampton making a couple changes, puts the up back in motion, takes the snap, gets it out to the right side, quick pass to Rivera. It's going to be a gain of about 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down for the Bears.
Yeah, just a quick stop route here. Nice throw and catch. Good rhythm throw to get Hampton, you know, kind of let him see one go through, get him in a rhythm here on this drive.
Hampton takes a snap, looks to the right side again, gets it to Rivera. Rivera quickly with the catch, and that's going to be a gain of another 4 or 5 yards, and that's going to bring out 3rd and short now for the Bears.
Yeah, just taking what the defense is giving them over there. You see about the 4 or 5 yard cushion. They're going to run a 4 or 5 yard stop, give themselves a 3rd and short, and maybe setting up a double move on that side of the field later in the game.
I formation for the Bears. Hampton takes the snap. Hands it off to Sherman. Sherman's going to make a couple men miss, and he's going to be close to the first down marker. Not sure if they're going to give it to him.
I think he's going to be about a half yard short.
Yeah. Half yard short, and it's going to be 4th and about half a yard. So with just under 3 minutes to go here in this first half of play, Bears with a crucial 4th down right here. Hampton under center. Looks to the sideline, makes a change now.
I think the Bears called a timeout on that one. They got the
timeout Bears.
Yeah, play clock was running out on them on that one. And they good to call a timeout there. It's an important 4th down, obviously. See, 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in this one.
I think I was having PTSD flashbacks there. You know, I don't know why they have to throw out that yellow flag when when it's just a timeout. It really gets you going.
Well, the back judge, he's on the delay of game duty, and so he was throwing his delay of game flag no matter what, and we'll let the sideline judges call the timeouts and figure it out later, I guess. So 4th and half a yard here. I think you come out, and I think it's easy. I think you run a quarterback sneak. You know, maybe, I don't know, the recency bias with everything you see with the Philadelphia Eagles and what West Memphis has done here tonight to the Bears, but, you know, it seems almost like an unstoppable play at times.
I do like that play call, but since I haven't seen the Bears run it so far, I'm not sure if they've practiced that play. I'd like to see them just hand it off to their fullback, Zayden Woodard, again, and just get a quick half yard. Do a real quick handoff like that, more than likely they're going to fall forward and get it. And they're in shotgun formation. And a penalty flag flies out. This time I don't think it's a timeout.
Yeah, I think we moved somewhere over on that right side of the line, just a little too amped up. 4th and 6 now. I think this is a ball you got to punt away. But it looks like they're going to keep the offense out.
I formation for the Bears. Snaps away, and they pitch it to Sherman. Sherman's going to be it's going to be hitting the backfield. Ball's on the ground, and the Blue Devils are going to take over at about the 49-yard line. So with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left, the Blue Devils have a chance to score right here before halftime and extend their lead.
Yeah, and with the turnover on downs right there, you give them a short field. They're going to start at the 49-yard line, almost at midfield, even before they take a snap. Time is not an issue for West Memphis. They have all 3 timeouts. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in this ball game. The Bears defense has really got to bow up here and find a way to get this game to half. Only down 2 scores.
Snaps away. Mills has all sorts of time. This time he's going to take off on his own, and he's going to be hitting the backfield, and that's going to be a sack and a loss of about 1.
Yeah, it's a nice job right there by the Bears defense. It's a play they've been trying to set up all game with those short little receiver bubble screens. They fake it this time and then run 2 guys deep. But a good job right there, number 9, Justin Brown. He was all aware and back on coverage, as well as number 6, Josiah Rainey.
Number 38, Pierre Grimes, with the sack on that play. That was a great job. Mills takes a snap, hands it off to the right side. Bears defenders all in the backfield, but he's going to cut it back for a huge gain for the Blue Devils, and that's going to be more than enough for a first down. Ball is going to be at about the 30-yard line. Penalty flag back at about the 50-yard line. Let's see what See what it is. Looks like it's going to be holding, and it is holding on the Blue Devils as the Bears lucked out right there, and that's going to push the Blue Devils back 10 yards, and that's going to be 2nd and 22 now for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, he saw big number 55 for the Blue Devils standing there at about midfield with his hands in the air saying, hey, what did I do? It usually means he did something wrong, so they're going to back up 10 yards here. They're going to retry 2nd down, this time 2nd and 15 or so. That's a big break for the Bears defense.
Mills takes the snap, looking on the right side. And he's going to scramble out of the pocket to the right side. And he's going to be taken down, and he manages to get a couple yards out of it.
Again, great coverage on the back end. Colin Billings, Josiah Rainey. Nowhere to go with the football there for Mills. All he could do was bring it down and try and get what he could. And again, a great job by this Bears defensive line getting him on the ground. Bringing up a 3rd and 13 here. It's a big play for this Bears defense. This clock is at 40 seconds and counting.
Blue Devils take the snap. Mills is going to be taken down right at about the line of scrimmage. That was number 24, Malachi Summons, for the Bears, who takes him down.
Yeah, West Memphis seems content to go into half here, up 15 points. As they're going to just go ahead and let this clock expire, and we're going to head to halftime.
They're back on the ball now, and Mills is going to take a snap, and they're going to just go with a Hail Mary play down the left sideline, and it's going to be over the head of everybody there, and it's going to fall incomplete. So that's going to be the end of our first half of play. Blue Devils lead at 22-7. I want to thank you everybody for joining us. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it'll be time for our Ankles Carpet One halftime show. Make sure you join us for that here on the Sylvan Hill Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Ankles Flooring and Cabinets, we're pulling out all of the stops for the whole enchilada sale.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile,
cabinets, and more.
free installation and padding on all carpets. No interest for 18 months on flooring or cabinets. Sales tax paid.
At Ankles Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Once again, folks, a big hand for the combine. Pride of the hillside. The Sylvan Hills Middle, Junior High, and High School Marching Bear Band.
William, I'm gonna need a camera battery.
Welcome to the Ankles Carpet One halftime show. I'm pleased to have you guys in for this great sponsored halftime show. We really appreciate Ankles Carpet One. But let's go ahead and break down that first half of play between the Blue Devils and the Bears. It was tough going there for the Bears as they just were racking up the penalties, and that was really their big setback throughout the first half.
Yeah, you know, the Bears on the opening kickoff elect to go onside, you know, the surprise onside out of the jailbreak kind of formation there, and they execute it to perfection. They recover the onside kick and take that first drive and put it in the end zone to take a 7-0 lead. But since then, West Memphis has scored 22 unanswered points, and you're right. You know, this Bears offense has moved the ball pretty effectively at times tonight, but they've really just been shooting themselves in the foot with countless pre-snap false start penalties. And it's just something, you know, it is the first game back for the center, Demon Simpson. So maybe that's part of the issue. But, you know, it's just something that's real frustrating to watch. And that's something you hope they can get cleaned up here in the second half, because you got to imagine they have a chance to win this ball game just based on what we've seen if they can clean up some of those penalties.
The score here at half is 22-7 Blue Devils, but I don't think that really represents how close of a game this really has been. Looking at the numbers here, rushing yards, West Memphis has 90, Sylvan Hills has 100. Passing yards, West Memphis has 60, Sylvan Hills has 44. This is by all the stats, this is a pretty close game. Time of possession, 11:05 West Memphis, 8:33 Sylvan Hills. This is a very close game. If you're just looking at the stats, you'd think the score would maybe be a one-score game, but the penalties have really set back the Bears and put them in a predicament now where they're going to be fighting from behind here in the second half. And I think that the Bears will have a chance to do it here. You just got to hope that the coaching staff gets some of those kinks worked out at halftime and tries to put an end to those false start penalties.
Yeah, and, you know, you can't forget about the turnover in their own end zone here that resulted in the Blue Devils touchdown. You know, so really you should be looking at a 15-7 ball game, or excuse me, 14-7 ball game. But, you know, unfortunately they did have that turnover, and it's the only turnover for the Bears on the night. But that's just a real costly turnover, and hopefully they can come out and erase some of those mistakes they had in the first half.
Talking about some bright spots, though, you mentioned Malachi Sherwin's 24-yard rushing touchdown there on the first drive of the ball game. He's been electric all game. He's almost up to 100 yards so far. He has 93 rushing yards on 14 attempts. With one touchdown. He's been very impressive tonight. I'd like to see him get fed that ball just a little bit more here in the second half. And Tyler Hampton has also been playing a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, you know, outside of the turnover in his own end zone, which, you know, I think is maybe, you know, not all on him. I don't think that was the best decision to go for that there. But nonetheless, like you said, he's played a really nice ball game. He's made some nice throws at times, and just really, makes you excited for what this football team can do in the future and for the rest of the night tonight.
Absolutely. Hampton is 7 of 10 for 33 yards to the air so far here tonight. He's really being methodical the way he's passing. Not too many incompletions. He's really getting it to his number 1 receiver, Isaiah Rivera, who has 4 catches for 25 yards. The passing game has looked pretty good so far here tonight for the Bears. Again, it's just penalties after penalties. You've got to put an end to those penalties if you're looking to come back here in the second half.
Yeah, and you've seen Hampton. He looks much more comfortable back there tonight than really he has all season long. And the game, you can tell the game's starting to slow down for him. He's starting to really progress through some of his reads. And I think a lot of that starts up front. You get the senior Simpson back at center tonight. Although you do have the false start penalties, the offensive line has played pretty good. There have been some running lanes for guys like Sherwin to run in, and Hampton has had time to throw the ball when they've wanted to. So really you got to give credit to this offensive line and really just hope they can clean up some of those penalties. On the defensive side of the ball, same thing. I think the guys up front defensively have played really well. They've done a good job of limiting running lanes on first and second down. Could do a better job on third and fourth down, really containing Mills and keeping him in the pocket. He hasn't done a ton from the pocket. Everything he's done for the Blue Devils has been outside the pocket and on the run. So if this Bears defense can keep him contained here in this second half, I really like their chances.
You're very right on the defensive side of the ball. They've been playing pretty outstanding so far here tonight. They've only given up 2 third-down conversions and 1 fourth-down conversion. It's the Blue Devils are 2 for 7 on third down. That's exactly what you want to see from your defense if you're Coach Houle. They're playing pretty good football here tonight. So if you're the Bears, you got to lean on that defense and get that offense running, as they're going to get the ball to start the second half of play. But that's going to be our breakdown of this ball game. Let's go ahead and look at some of these other scores throughout the 6A conference, and it's basically blowouts all throughout the 6A conference here tonight. I don't see too many close ball games. The game of the week, Pulaski Academy and Little Rock Christian Academy. Little Rock Christian Academy is leading PA
34-6 on that score.
34-6, and they are just running away with it. As I think that might have been a little bit of an upset. I think a lot of people were picking PA to win that ball game. So
yeah, definitely expected it to be closer than that. Little Rock Christian appears to be in control here in the first half of that one.
As some other 6A East matchups, though, Catholic is leading Searcy 24-0, and Benton is just taking it to El Dorado as they lead it 35-7 at halftime. And then we have Marion leading Greene County Tech 15-0, and that's the scores we have for the 6A East so far here tonight. You're not seeing too many close games here in the 6A conference, but hopefully you might see a close game here tonight as the Bears are going to try to will their way back into this one. Then I want to thank you guys for joining us here on the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. Big shout out to Ackles Carpet One. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, it'll be time for our second half of play here on the Sylvan Hill Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
At Ackles Flooring and Cabinets, we're pulling out all of the stops for the whole enchilada sale.
Take advantage of
At Ackles Flooring and Cabinets, we're pulling out all of the stops for the whole enchilada sale.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile,
cabinets, and more.
free installation and padding on all carpets. No interest for 18 months on flooring or cabinets. Sales tax paid.
At Ackles Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Second half, and that's a big hit right there for the Blue Devils right there at about the 26-yard line. That was a huge hit on Joseph Thompson for the Bears. Decent run back, though. He seems to be okay as he's making his way off the field.
Looked like number 31, Chaden Oliver, on that tackle. Really laid the wood there. It looks like Thompson was okay after he got off the field.
Might check him out just to be safe. That was a tough hit by the Blue Devils. All right, Hampton takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling out to the right side. He's looking, just throws it away as there was no one open downfield, and he avoids the sack, and that was a smart decision right there by Tyler Hampton.
Yeah, nobody open downfield. Good job right there. No need to take a sack or put the ball in harm's way. He just throws that one into the stands. Live to fight another down here on 2nd and 10.
All right, so 2nd and 10 now. Hampton, shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the close side. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Sherwin. Sherwin is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to fall forward for about 2 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Bears. And slow start here for the offense here in the second half of play, as they're going to have a pretty long 3rd down conversion to try to attempt here.
Yeah, it feels like this is a big play in this ball game here. Your opening drive in the second half, got a 3rd and long, a chance to convert would be huge to keep this drive alive.
Hampton, ball's on the ground. That was a snap that was just all over the ground, and he's going to launch it up in the air, out of bounds. Just throws it away, and now it's going to be 4th and 8 for the Bears, and I believe Coach Hull is going to send on the punting unit, and he does.
Yeah, just tough right there. Snap just rolled back there. Really, Hampton had no shot. He does a nice job to not panic and pick it up and get this ball out of bounds to give your punt team a chance here. But, you know, I think I would like to see a little more of the Bears receiving corps do a better job on the scramble routes. They all were kind of running to the same direction, just kind of covering themselves. They've got to get more depth, go at varying depths over there on the sideline and give your quarterback a target.
Tyler Scott with a high punt, and it's going to hit the ground and take a nice Sylvan Hills bounce. And they're going to pick it up at about the 33-yard line.
Pretty nice punt right there. Good high punt, let the coverage get downfield, and then you get the big roll off of it. Going to give this Bears defense a chance here to defend a long field and get your offense back on the score with the score just how it is.
If you're Coach Hull, that's not what you wanted to see from your offense to start this second half of play, but the defense has been playing well all night, so let's see if this Bears defense can't come out here and get some momentum back on the Bears side. Mills takes a snap, quick throw out to the right side, and Rainey couldn't set the edge, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Blue Devils as they're going to get a gain of about 12.
Yeah, a little hesitation from Rainey on that one and allowed himself to get blocked. And yeah, he's if you are going to get blocked, you got to make sure you turn that receiver back inside to your defensive help. But Rainey failed to do so, allowed him to get to the edge, and they pick up about 12 yards to get the 1st down there.
Ball at the 41-yard line. Mills takes the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle. Quick pass, and it's going to be off the face mask of his receiver and hits the ground for an incomplete pass. Just threw that one a little bit too fast. His receiver just couldn't even get his hands up in time.
Yeah, I could have maybe used a little more touch on that one, but, man, that's one you got to catch if you're the receiver. I mean, it can't be a better ball. Literally hits you right in the face mask. The Bears catch a break there. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Snaps away. Mills looking to the left side. Wide receiver screen. And he's going to get a good block. And still fighting for yardage. He's finally going to get taken down at about the 37-yard line. And that's going to be another, my mistake, that's a 43-yard line, and that's going to be another first down for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, good play right there, well executed by Memphis. They get their big guys downfield. I think the refs might have missed a block in the back there, but anyway, it's going to be a first down for the Blue Devils.
Looks like the Blue Devils are going with a lot quicker pass routes here, and it's leading to some completions for Mills. Mills tries to get a running back screen on the right side, and it's complete, and he's going to take it up the sideline, cuts it back inside at the 20, still running for yards, and he's finally going to get taken down at the 10-yard line, and that's going to set up the Blue Devils for a 1st and goal.
Yeah, I really like that play right there from the Blue Devils. You bring the slot receiver from the other side all the way across the field, or excuse me, it was the running back. He catches that ball in the backfield, so that allows your receivers to block downfield. Turns into a nice gain.
Mills keeps it himself on the left side, and he's going to be tackled quickly after a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd down for the Blue Devils. I appreciate everybody tuning into this broadcast here tonight. If you're enjoying this broadcast, if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up and subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it. Also want to mention that there are sponsorships available for this broadcast. If you have a business and you're interested in sponsorship, please feel free to contact us on our Facebook page or our Twitter page or the YouTube page, the Sylvan Hill Sports Network. Still moving for yardage, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown, and that's going to extend this Blue Devil lead.
Well, there was number 3, taking her in, touchdown, Blue Devil.
So with 8:36 left to go in this 3rd quarter, Blue Devils strike first in the 2nd half, and they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, the Blue Devils didn't like what they saw from the PAT team on the first attempt tonight, and they've gone for 2 ever since.
Mills hands it off up the middle, and he's in for the 2-point conversion, and that's going to extend the lead to 37 Blue Devils. So if you're the Bears, you got to, that was a quick score by the Blue Devils. If you're the Bears, you got to erase that out of your mind, come back out here on the field and try to get some points on the board and try to get some more, get the momentum back on your side. I know I've said it over and over, but it's do or die time now for the Bears, as they are behind by a decent amount of points, and this is the time you need to get some.
Yeah, at this point you've given up 30 unanswered points. Really teetering on the edge here of this game getting out of hand if you're not able to put together a drive and get in the end zone. So the Bears offense has really got to lock in and execute here and get themselves back into this football game.
Kick us away, and it's going to go to Thompson on the right side. Thompson is going to try to cross the field with it up the middle. He's got some speed, and he's going to get taken down at the 41-yard line, but I saw a flag flying high. So let's see what this penalty is going to be.
Yeah, I think they're going to get number 45, Jeremiah Smith, for a block in the back here. But I don't know. I think it was pretty close. Nonetheless, the Bears are going to get penalized here. This return is going to be negated.
Either way, that was some nice speed that we saw right there from Joseph Thompson. He looked really fast. When he got in the middle of the field, he looked like he took off.
Penalty will be assessed. The Lincoln and Hamilton from the spot of the foul. So Bears will set up shop. 1st and 10. At their own 15-yard line.
Hampton takes the snap, hands it off to Sherwin up the middle. Sherwin tries to get around a couple of his offensive linemen, and he's going to get a gain of about 4 yards there. Nice pickup for Sherwin, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
And we'll say gain of about 4 on the play and bring up 2nd and 6.
Hampton takes the snap, hands it off to Sherwin up the middle. Sherwin, a couple shifty moves, and he's going to get a gain of about 3 or 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd down now for the Bears.
Yeah, big 3rd down. Almost, feels like you have to convert here. Keep these chains moving. Keep your defense on the field. Give them a little bit of a break. Again, this is just an important drive in this ball game. If you're not able to put points on the board here, it could get out of hand.
3rd and 3. Hampton. He's got his offense in the I formation. Motion for the tight end and up back. Pitch to the right side to Sherwin. Sherwin's going to cut it upfield. And it looks like he's going to have enough of the 1st down. It's going to be close. And they're going to give it to him. 1st down Bears. And with a new set of downs now, they're going to have the ball at about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, it feels like a huge pickup right there for the Bears offense. Hopefully that gets them off and running.
Hampton takes the snap, hands it off to Sherwin. Sherwin's going to get hit in the backfield and manages to get back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears' offensive line is not finding it as easy to start this half as they did earlier in the 1st half. They really were doing a nice job opening up running lanes. They're getting beat at the moment up front, and it's really just not giving Sherwin anywhere to go as he's getting hit in the backfield mostly in this 2nd half. So Bears have got to get creative here and figure out a way to get some of their playmakers some room to make some plays.
Hampton takes a snap, hands it off to Sherwin up the middle. Sherwin's going to fight for a couple yards there, and he's going to gain about 3. So now it's going to be 3rd and about 6 for the Bears. I've seen a lot of improvement from the Bears so far here tonight from the 2nd week of play. They've really shown a lot of fight on both ends of the ball. The penalties have set them back majorly in this game, but as Hampton throws it over the middle, over the head of Rivera, he just had no shot at it. So with 5:32 left to go here in this 3rd quarter of play, it's going to be 4th down for the Bears.
Man, that's a tough one. That's one Hampton probably wants back. Rivera was behind the defense there. If he just puts a little air under that ball, Rivera's going to run under it, and that's probably a touchdown. That's something Hampton will learn. He'll get better at that as he gets older and progresses through his career.
This is a young team. You see a lot of sophomores starting for this team. And like you said, they're showing their some inexperience with penalties and other things such as that. And here comes a return from the Blue Devils. He's going to fight for a couple yards and get taken down at about the 47-yard line, and that's where the Blue Devils are going to start this offensive drive. With that type of youth on both sides of the ball, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a totally different team week to week as there's more experience as this team gets, the better they're going to look week to week.
Yeah, definitely. And you can see it, from if you think back to that week 1 game, didn't score a touchdown, beat 20-0, really just out of sorts the whole game. And compare that to what you're seeing tonight offensively. It's really night and day. You can tell Hampton's improved drastically. And really this offensive line welcoming back Simpson into the mix looked pretty good early.
Mills throws it out to the left side. Gets a good block, and he's going to get it all the way up to the 40-yard line for a first down for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, this defense is going to have to dig deep and find a way to get a stop here. The Blue Devils' offenses look pretty good here to start the second half. They're pretty much getting whatever they want.
Quick pass to the right side this time, and he's going to be met in the backfield. That's number 9, Justin Brown for the Bears, as that was a great read on the play for Brown.
Yeah, Justin Brown, he's going to be a good football player for the Bears. Already is a good football player for the Bears. He's played a great game here tonight.
We've said his name more than a few times here tonight. He's shown a lot of skills and ability to read offensive plays easily. And Mills is going to take it up by himself. It looked like it was a screen pass that broke down. He had nowhere to go, and he's going to get a gain of about, they're going to say he lost a yard in that play, so that's going to be a sack for the Bears.
Yeah, number 33, Chris Davis with the tackle. The sack, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long. And, man, I can't stress how important this is for the Bears defense to get off the field here. If you get off the field here, you still have 4 minutes left in this quarter. Chance to get a score and tighten this game up. But it has to start here with the stop. And you're in that part of the field where you likely have to defend 2 more downs if you're the Bears.
Mills, left side. Tried to get it out to receiver, off the hands and out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Blue Devils, and let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, so you force incompletion on 3rd and long. Bring up the 4th and long. It looks like West Memphis are going to keep the offense on the field here. And no, they're going to go ahead and send the punting unit on the field. Excuse me.
So with 3:52 left to go in this 3rd quarter, the Blue Devils lead at 30-7.
The Blue Devils better hurry getting on the field here.
4 seconds left. 2-1.
Yeah, West Memphis is going to have to call a timeout to avoid that delay of game. They're just going to keep the punt team on the field. You know, if you're West Memphis there, I think I would have just taken the 5-yard delay game penalty and saved my timeout. You know, you might need those at some point in this football game. But anyway, they call the timeout to avoid the delay game and gives us a chance to talk about what the Bears need to do to get back into this one.
We haven't seen too many penalties on the offensive side of the ball here in the second half, which is a good sign. But unfortunately, they haven't really been able to pass the ball as well as they were in the first half of play. The first half of play, they were really doing well of getting the ball to Rivera and getting it out to on wide receiver screens that were working out well for the Bears. This time it's not working out too well, and the Blue Devils are just all over it with just getting ready for the run every play.
Yeah, it's been a lot of Sherwin in the second half. We'll see if the offense opens up a little bit on this possession.
Almost blocked there by number 38, Pierre Grimes, and it's going to be picked up by the Blue Devils at the 19-yard line, and so that's where the Bears are going to start this offensive drive. All right, Bears on the field, I formation. And it's going to be a handoff to Sherwin up the middle. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bears. Penalty flag comes flying. And that was after the play. Not sure what that's going to be.
Yeah, it looked like there's some pushing and shoving going on. We'll see who they get for this one.
Holding. Oh, was that unsportsmanlike conduct? I couldn't see.
I think he called personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
So that's going to be a first down for the Bears. That's a good way to start a drive off. Get a quick first down.
Yeah, you got to get yards any way you can get them. So we'll take the free ones for sure. See if that helps get this offense in a groove here.
I formation again. Pitches it to Sherwin on the right side. Sherwin going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to push his way for some more yards, and he's going to get a gain of about 3 or 4 yards on that play. Nice job right there by Sherwin. And now it's going to be second down.
Yeah, nice play right there from Sherwin. Shout out to big number 58. Mr. Simpson had his man 10 yards downfield.
Simpson is the offensive lineman who missed the first 3 games due to an injury and is now back with the team, which is a good sign. There he is, wide open down the field. It's a completed pass all the way up to about the 35-yard line. That was number 36, Malachi Carruthers, on the play with the catch. Nice job right there by Tyler Hampton to hit him right downfield.
Yeah, they line him up at tight end. He goes uncovered, and they just hit him quick. They fake the fullback dive. He makes a nice move, makes the first man miss.
He's going to get a gain of about 8.
As the Bears offense starts to roll here, man, what a great play call. Give Hampton a nice, easy throw down the seam. He made a good throw, and up on the line quick again here.
That was Woodard with an 8-yard gain. Woodard again up the middle. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. Managed to get about 3 yards. That might be a first down. Let's see what they say. So they are going to say third down. 3rd and short here for the Bears. See what they decide to do.
So they're going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Hampton under center. Looks to the right side. Gets the play call from the sideline. Takes the snap. Pitches it to Sherwin. Sherwin almost loses control of the ball, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to lose a couple on that play, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Bears.
Yeah, West Memphis does a good job of timing the snap count on this one. They're in the backfield really before Hampton even has a good handle on the snap. He's getting hit as he pitches this ball. We saw this last week in Searcy. Just kind of looked like the Bears fell into, a rhythm using the same snap count as they're going to take a timeout here. They've really got to do a better job of mixing up the snap count. That's 2 weeks in a row we've seen defenses really take advantage of their snap count and their cadence. And, it's tough to play when the defense is getting a head start on you. So Hampton's got to do a better job of changing that cadence up a bit.
Following tonight's game, the band will be performing again. So if you'd like to stick around and be entertained by the pride of the hillside, the band will be performing after the game this evening.
Seems like when the Bears get a good play, they start moving with a little bit of speed, and it's throwing this Blue Devils defense a little bit off guard. Let's see if they continue to try to move with a little bit of speed on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of a success tonight when they've ramped up the tempo a bit. See what they come up with for this 4th down out of the timeout. You need about 4th and probably 4 yards at this point.
I formation, hands it off to Sherwin up the middle, and he's going to be hit and driven back. And that's going to be a turnover on downs as the Blue Devils are going to take over with 49 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a little plain there for fourth down. I'd like to get your playmakers on the edge, maybe give your quarterback a chance to throw the ball there on fourth down. Just not sure that the dive play is the best option there.
They'll set up shop first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ball at the 27-yard line. This is where the Blue Devils are going to start this drive. Two wide receivers on each side. Mills takes the snap, hands it off on the left side, and the running back's going to get a decent gain here. And finally, he gets stopped and driven back after a gain of about 5 or 6.
That was made by a teammate with the Bears defense. It's like a game without 5 on the play. That'll bring up second and 5.
West Memphis is just going to let this quarter expire here. We're going to head to the fourth.
That's the end of the third quarter. Blue Devils lead it 30-7 over the Bears. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, it'll be our final quarter of action here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Welcome back to our fourth quarter of action. Quick pass out to the right for the Blue Devils, and he's going to get a decent amount of yardage there, and that's going to be a quick first down for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, just a quick hitter out there to his receiver, and he picks up a couple blocks and is able to get that first down.
Snap. Handoff up the middle for the Blue Devils, and he's going to get it all the way up to the 50-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 8.
Yeah, that West Memphis offensive line opened up a pretty big hole on that one. They pick up a nice gain on first down, sets them up second and short. As you see West Memphis here, they're content to let this play clock get all the way down underneath 10 before they're snapping the ball, looking to milk this clock down as time has become a factor for the Bears with 10.5 minutes left in this one.
Mills takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. So they're just trying to eat this clock up, and they get another first down. The ball is going to be at the 41-yard line. Looked like a ball rolled onto the field, and they would have. Now they're going to get that clock rolling again. Three wide receivers to our side. And it's Mills who keeps himself on the option. He's going to roll out to the left side, and he's going to stiff arm a man and get close to that first down marker.
Yeah, nice job right there before Colin Billings to fight through the stiff arm and make that tackle and bring up a third down here with the chance for the Bears to get off the field if they can come up with a stop. Likely going to have to defend 2 plays here. Tall task as they only need 1 yard to get the first down.
On the left side, it's Mills, stiff arms another man, and he's going to get the first down. So first down for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Mills is a big running back there, a big back. It's tough to bring down in open space, and you see it right there with the vicious stiff arm.
Derrick Henry-esque with that stiff arm. And now on the right side after the handoff, and he's going to have some space as he gets up all the way up to the 5-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Blue Devils. First and goal at the 5.
Yeah, it looked like the Bears had a chance to get him in the backfield there. Just weren't able to get him down, and he bounces outside, picks up a very nice gain. Is going to set up the Devils for a first and goal here.
And it's Mills who hands it off. He's going to the left side, and he's going to be into the touchdown for the Blue Devils. So with 8:54, the Blue Devils extend their lead here in the final quarter of play.
It's like a legal procedure against Blue Devils.
It's like there's a flag on the play. Going to be a legal procedure against the Blue Devils. It's going to back them up. Still going to be first and goal.
Hand off to the left side, and he's going to get a gain of about 2. So second and goal now for the Blue Devils. Mills hands it off. He's going to cut it back up the middle. Falling forward, and it is a touchdown for the Blue Devils. And they make up for that penalty and get a score back on the board. Blue Devils on to attempt the PAT. PAT is up. And it is good. And so the score will be 37-7 Blue Devils with 8:03 left to go in this ball game.
No, 8:03. All left in your ball game. Score now. West Memphis Blue Devils 37. Sylvan Bears 7.
Unfortunate how the game has turned out for the Bears so far here. They've fallen down, but we've seen some life in this offense. They just got to string together a few drives throughout the game, and I think the score would look a lot different here.
Yeah, you're looking at one or two plays here and there that just really could have, had a different outcome for this game, but unfortunately the Bears aren't able to come up with those plays and find themselves down 30 here late in the fourth quarter.
Joseph Thompson tries to cut it back outside. Makes a man miss, and he's finally going to get brought down at about the 43-yard line after a nice kickoff return. Thompson showing he has some speed to make the kickoff team pay. You don't want to let him out in any kind of space.
Yeah, Thompson's looked pretty good when he's gotten an opportunity tonight returning kicks. Showing he can be pretty explosive in the open field.
4-3.
Hampton hands it off up the middle. Hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get all the way to the 50-yard line after a gain of about 7.
Number 15, Buchanan on the carry.
Nice carry right there from Buchanan.
Yeah, he hit that hole very hard. Showed great explosion through the hole on that one. Picked up a very nice gain. Give them a second and about 3 yards.
Shotgun formation. It's going to be Hampton rolling out to his right side, and he's going to just run with it now back to the left side. He sees some open space, and he can't get it back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds after a loss of about 2 or 3.
Yeah, he ran a long way right there to lose 3 yards. Back and forth across the field. Just nowhere to go with the football.
All right, Hampton, shotgun, sends his running back out in motion. Ball's on the ground, though. Bad snap, and he's just going to fall on it. A smart decision, and that's going to bring up 4th down now for the Bears. It's going to be number 23, Tyler Scott, back there to punt it away. Punt is away. This is a good punt, as it's going to hit at about the 35-yard line and take a good Bears bounce. And they're going to pick it up at about the 15-yard line. So that was a nice punt right there from Tyler Scott.
Yeah, great punt right there. Really flips the field here for the Bears.
Mills takes a snap, hands it off to the running back up the middle. He's got all sorts of room now. He's still going, tries to cut it back, still on his feet, all the way up to about the 30-yard line, to the 20. Finally gets taken down at about the 17-yard line. Unfortunate for the Bears there. They really just couldn't bring him down after what looked like 3 or 4 broken tackles, and that leads to a huge game for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I mean, what a run right there from number 3, Jeremiah Magruder. Just refused to go down, had several Bears defenders draped over him at the 50-yard line and got away from them and rumbled all the way down to about the 15-yard line to give West Memphis another first down.
Same formation for the Blue Devils. They're going to hand it off, same play. He's going to cut it up the middle, speedy back, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown to extend this lead once again for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils on to attempt the PAT. It's up, and it barely squeaks through, but that makes the score 44-7 Blue Devils with 5:29 left to go in this ball game. All right, the Blue Devils on to kick it away. Ball game well in hand for the Blue Devils. Squib kick, and they're just going to fair catch it at the 31-yard line. That was number 26, Brady Hester, who caught that football. This Bears offense back on the field. See if they can't get a couple first downs and try to build on some of their offensive improvements that we've seen here tonight. Quick pass into the hands of Rivera, and he can't hold on to it. That could have gone for 6. That was a nice pass from Hampton. Unfortunate that Rivera couldn't hold on to that one. I think he might have looked forward and tried to run with it before he really got a hold of it.
Yeah, I think Rivera was thinking the same thing you were. He was thinking about 6 points and forgot to catch the football first. Just unfortunate there for the Bears.
Hampton with a snap, looking to pass on the left side. Chunks it over the middle, almost into the hands of a defender. Lucky for him, though, that the defender was not paying attention to where the ball was and falls incomplete. Under 4 minutes to go now here in this final quarter of play. Third and 10 for the Bears. Hampton looks to the left side, screen pass to the wide receiver. That's number 14, Christian Fields, who gets it all the way up to about the 40-yard line. It's gonna be close to the first down marker. See if they decide to punt it away. Oh, they're going to give them the first down, so that's going to be a Bears first down after a nice little wide receiver screen. Great job by Fields fighting for those couple extra yards that ended up giving them the first down. Hampton pass out to the left side. It's Billings. Billings is going to get shoved out of bounds after a gain of about 5 or 6, and that's going to be second. Now it's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Bears.
Offensive line cut blocking there, just a little bubble screen out to Billings. Nice gain on first down.
Hampton gets the ball out to the right side. Cutting it upfield, that was Buchanan, who gets it all the way up for a first down, and the Bears are going to have the ball at about the 46-yard line with a fresh set of downs.
Like what I've seen from Buchanan with the ball in his hands. Just you can see the real speed there. We got a timeout because of the chain broke down here. But anyway, Buchanan, you can tell he's got some real speed there, and he wastes no time getting north and south. He's looking to get downfield in a hurry.
I think Shane Beamer just woke up out of his sleep, upset about that chain crew right there. And now it's Hampton, who's moving around in the pocket. He's going to keep it himself and run it out of bounds, and he just had to stay away from a sack right there. But he's going to lose a couple yards, and now I believe it's going to be 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 11.
No need for him to take any punishment there. Just step out of bounds. Live to fight another down here. As we are under the sportsmanship rules here, the clock has been running for the last 5 minutes or so. We're down to about a minute and a half left in this football game.
I appreciate that feedback, Kevin, in the comment section. We love to hear it. We love bringing the Sylvan Hills fans football, and any of the visiting fans that would like to tune in our broadcast, you are more than welcome to, as you're always welcome here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network.
Take it easy on those guys from West Memphis. They're great guys down there.
Hampton gets the ball up in the air, overthrows his receiver and the defender, and so it's going to fall incomplete. So 4th down now.
That will bring up 4th and 4.
He's going to get the ball all the way up to about the 30-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, what a catch right there from Buchanan. Reaches out with one hand and brings that one in. And again, shows you the speed as he's able to hit the hole, pick up that first down. That's going to be the end of our ball game.
That's the end of our ball game. Blue Devils win it here over the Bears, 44-7. Tough loss here for the Bears tonight.
I think the Bears called a timeout here. They want to run one more play.
Looks like the Bears did call a timeout. They want to run one more play with a 2.5 seconds left to go in this ball game. So on this final play, it's going to be Buchanan and Hampton in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side. Hampton looking to the left side, chunks it up into the air. Hail Mary throw. And it's going to be caught for a touchdown by the Bears. Hail Mary pass complete. What a play right there by the Bears to end this ball game. Nice pitch and catch right there from Tyler Hampton.
Like number 81, Lacoby Brent on the catch. Well, it's a nice way to end things on a positive note if you're the Bears. It's not going to affect the decision in this one, but able to get some more points on the board. Hampton let go a nice ball there.
So the Bears on to attempt this PAT. It's up, and it's good. And so our final score here tonight is going to be 44-14 Blue Devils. Unfortunate ending for the Bears, but way to go out on a high note with a Hail Mary right there. That's a nice play right there from the Bears. So before I end this broadcast here tonight, I just want to go ahead and mention that we do have sponsorships available throughout this broadcast. So if you have a business and you're interested in taking advantage of any of our available sponsorships, whether you want to have your business ads run or get your business's name mentioned on first downs, touchdowns, PATs, kickoffs, wherever you want it to be named, it is available. So if you're interested, please contact Will at 501-620-9266, or you can contact us on our Facebook or Twitter page at the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. But I do want to give a shout out to our halftime show sponsors. It's sponsored by Ackles Flooring and Cabinets. Please visit their 3 locations or go to aclescarpet1.com for more information. And I really appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. That's going to be the end of our ball game. Please tune in next Friday where we will have more Sylvan Hills sports here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.